Hey y'all, look at there, I got a couple of tomatoes coming on. Didn't grow those from sets that came from seed. Maybe get a couple of tomatoes out of it before it gets too awful cold. What about this weather here in East Texas? Nice little cold snap and almost jacket weather wearing time. Probably about March we'll be saying this 50-degree weather's a heat wave. Who knows? Hope y'all are having a good Thursday. Things pretty smooth on the place. I have to tell you though, we got a good little rain here in the last few days, and got all those teenage chickens and biddies there to themselves in the back, and they do just fine at night. They all huddle up together, and you can feel the heat coming up off that group of chickens, so they're staying warm. But be honest with you, kind of hit me in the gut yesterday evening. Went back there to check on them, and the way this chicken pen drains, there's a couple of little low spots there toward the back that they're usually able to stay out of. But was back there checking on them and noticed we lost about 6 of the little babies, unfortunately. They're I guess when they huddled up the other night in that thunderstorm that was rolling through in the middle of the night, kind of got it muddy, and some of their wings got weighted down and pretty much got trampled by the rest of the chickens back there. So I guess some people think I'd be silly to be a little sad over that, but especially when just a month or two ago and in the future I'll be killing a few of them for meat. But you see, it's all about a purpose, I guess. And I hate senselessness. And to me, that dying just getting killed like that, it's kind of, it's just a little old bird, but we were put in charge, the good book says, over animals for our choosing sometimes. Some people may disagree with that, but it was kind of in my charge to take care of, and I feel like I let the little things down. We did have one that was just barely making it, and me and Jordan scooped her up and put her under a heat lamp, thought she might make it, but kind of walked a little slow to the chicken house this morning. She didn't make it, but it's all good. We still got tons of them out here, believe me. I needed to lighten the load, but that isn't how I wanted to do it. Speaking of that, sure have to mention praying and thinking heavy on Florida. We've got family out there, and right in the crosshairs of where that hurricane hit. I think it came ashore with, I saw AccuWeather was 177 mile an hour winds in that area. My cousin lost his house, and it's going to be a mess. A lot of folks, thank God all of them are safe. But Mexico Beach, I was privileged after high school to go out there and live with my aunt and uncle for a year, and really was a really good year for me, and worked there in Mexico Beach. That was 91. That was before it really got touristy out there, and it was kind of a best kept secret there in the Florida Panhandle, because the beaches were pristine, and I think they might have had one hotel there in Mexico Beach and an RV park or two, and that was about all for the tourism. But of course times change, and it was pretty growed up with tourist stuff there when I was looking at some pictures today. Looks like Port St. Joe to the east, and Tyndall Air Force Base, Mexico Beach, got hit pretty hard. So prayers for my friends and family out there. They're gonna have a lot of cleanup. I know my uncle has a beautiful farm up in Marianna where my granddad and grandma lived until they aged, and had to be taken care of in a home. But it makes this place look like a city. Beautiful out there, old pecan trees, and they lost most of those, and a little damage to their house. Thank goodness they're okay. Blew the old barn away, but storms come and go. As long as we're okay, I guess we can rebuild. But surely heavy on our hearts and minds tonight as they face what some of you have been through in the cleanup and the monstrous destruction over there in Florida. I think that old thing's headed up through North Carolina, causing havoc up that way with tornadoes and things. So hope everybody watching stays safe and exercises a little prudence and safety. I think I might go ahead and see if this old brush pile will light this evening. I think it's cool enough. It's not cold, but it's just right. Might be a little green yet to light it, but I sure got a lot more to pile on top of it, so I better get what we got burn up. The hose is close enough, Dad, if you're watching. So I'll watch that. Let me check off, see who all's on here real quick, and we'll call it a night, and I'll see if I can't light this pile and watch it go up as the sun goes down. How about that? You can't beat it. Mississippi. Yeah, it's beautiful weather out that way too. Hey, Belinda. There's Carolyn in St. Louis. Miss Molly's watching. How are you? Roxanne in Wisconsin. Shoot, this will be a heat wave for y'all in the 50s. I don't know what I'd do with snow for weeks. I'd probably curl up in a ball. Hey, Billy, how are you this evening? And Molly, hello from Pensacola. Hey, Donna, well, you're going through it as well, right there by that storm. Yeah, good, rough stuff. Let's see, there's Teresa and Emily from Lebanon, Tennessee. How are you this evening? Sandra in Tampa Bay, Florida. Got Susan and Barbara from Paris, Kentucky. And I believe that's everybody there. Let's see. I believe that's all I can see. Well, I'm going to cut it short and see if I can light this old bonfire on, get the chickens put up. And I think we got 13 eggs today, so that's a good thing. But y'all keep those folks along the East Coast, both in Florida and up through the Georgia and Carolinas, in your prayers tonight as they make it through another storm. Well, they say this too shall come to pass, and that's to pass. So we'll pick up the pieces and move on, but just heavy on our hearts tonight. All right, y'all have a good evening. Be the light, and tell somebody you love them this evening and mean it. All right, y'all have a good night. Bye.